Swole Benji here. Today we're going to talk about how to get started with gathering and how to get ahead of the pack when gathering. So when you start the game, it's going to give you some basic quests to get you to town, to get you to build a campfire and kill some wolves in a wolf's den. Every starter town does this, and you're going to get some very basic gathering tools to do so. So you're going to get a flint, like skinning knife, flint mining pick, and a flint logging axe, but it will not give you a sickle. So one thing that you need to do is as soon as you can make a campfire, or you can even do this at the very first little campfire when you spawn on the beach, is just grab some bushes, and there's a guy shooting poison arrows at me. Just grab some bushes so you can get some green wood, then find a flint on the ground. For those that don't know, flint is the little stones, right? And craft yourself a sickle, because the game will absolutely... here you go, flint. The game will not give you a sickle in a quest at all. And later on, when you have some quests in the level 20 range to like harvest some squash to check the quality of it and stuff, you just won't have a sickle. So real quick, I'm just going to put down a campfire and... pretty simple stuff. This is all things that you'll have access to after like the first 30 minutes to an hour of doing the quests. Anyway, so as soon as you can, you want to pick up some... where's it at? There we go. So I just need one green wood and one flint. So I'm just go over here, grab a green wood. There we go. And then hit craft, and then you will make your flint harvesting sickle. Again, you can do this on the beach, very first thing. There we go. Well, I already have one equipped, so I'm just going to throw that one on and salvage that. There we go. All right, so once you've reached the main town and you've done the first basic quest to get your campfire, did I show this? Hold on. Quickstart gathering guide. Yeah, there we go. That's the theme of the video, guys. Okay, so we want to rush iron tools. Okay, you need to be level 5 to use iron tools. And by the time you do the tutorial and you get to town, you're going to be higher than level 5. So the reason you want iron tools is because they're so much faster than your flint tools, all right? But you have to start with flint. So the majority of materials that you're going to need are iron. You're going to need a little bit of wood and a little bit of leather, which is pretty easy to get. Like, the starting wolves are like level 6. You're going to be level 7 or 8. They're easy to kill. You can skin them. So, the rest of this video, let's see how long it takes for me to upgrade from flint to iron. And this character... Alright, this character has not done logging, mining. Now, he does have max skinning because I did grind on it. That's a previous video on the channel, right? And harvesting. We don't have to worry about harvesting because you don't need hemp to make your starter tools. So I'm in Everfall, and I know the routes. There are websites that you can use to see where materials spawn. I have my own little cheat sheet that I've made in like MS Paint, where I just took a screenshot of the surrounding area and just used colored dots to fill in where stuff is. But you can open any kind of like website. There's many websites out there with maps, and find out where the resources are. So I already know where the resources are, so I'm just going to beeline it. This is iron, these big fat black rock things. So you're just going to go up and you're just going to, start harvesting. And this is really slow because, again, this is tier 1 gathering. It's it is kind of, patient. But we also have a wolf here. We're going to skin the wolf. We got a rabbit we can skin. And there's trees nearby. So we want to have at least... I think it's like 47 iron ingots, and 4 iron ores is 1 ingot, okay? So let's see how many we get from the big yield here. Alright, so we got 53, so divide that by 4. That's like 10 or so. Not exactly, but you get the idea. Basically, you're going to run around, and you're going to prioritize iron. You're going to get a little bit of wood. We're going to get the leather from this wolf here. And we will be able to get our iron tools very quickly, very efficiently. And of course, if you just skipped gathering, like this character's level 25, all he did was quest. he's got enough like coin here. I can just straight up buy steel, right? But oh yeah, I have life staff equipped. I forgot. Anyway, so now we're gonna skin the wolf, and normally you would skin a lot slower. I am using I am using steel, and I am maxed on skinning, so it won't be that quick for you. I'm sorry, but now we're just gonna run through, and I'm gonna reference my map here. You can also look at resource locations, and you can see where stuff is. If you don't want to use a third-party website, you know, but really, like, I can tell you right now, like, there's an iron node right there. Okay, and there it is. Well, sort of. I think I overshot it a bit, but we're gonna get some more iron. And all we gotta do is harvest a little bit more iron, some wood, some leather, and then we're gonna refine it in town, and we will have our iron tools. And basically, that's gonna double your gathering. Like, I see newbies all the time running around, like even level 10, 15, level 20 characters, and they're using tier 1 tools, and it's like, this takes all freaking day. Like, it is slow to start, and that's fine. That's just how the game is. That's how it's designed, right? Now, in the closed beta, I got up to star metal tools, and man, that is fast. But the beta literally ends like in a couple hours, so I don't have time to level to 30 and craft star metal to show that off. All right, so we can go over here, kill the wolf, get the leather. Now, I want to talk about trees. I've talked about this in a previous video, but you see this tree formation here? It's like four prongs. These are the highest yield trees, okay? Like, yeah, you come over here and you chop these little twigs down. You're going to chop it down pretty quick. Let me just show you. We got to chop the trees anyway for our tools. That gave 8 wood, right? But if you chop this one down, and once you get better tools, you can chop these down so quick. But, you know, we're using the tier 1 tool, so it does take more hits. The amount of time it takes to harvest this versus the yield you get and the XP you get is worth it. You should always, if you ever see these little 4-prong trees, you should stop and chop them down, okay? So we got 21 there, and we're going to get some more. I'm just going to chop the whole thing down. I don't think that I'll need that much wood. Iron is what we mostly need to craft the starting tools. And you do want to have a full set. Like, you want to have a skinning knife, a sickle, a hatchet, and a mining pick. Now, if you decide to do fishing, you can also craft fishing poles. Those are more wood-based than iron. But really, fishing is a whole nother ball game. It's I don't really know the full power of the fishing poles and how much they help. I haven't really compared that, because fishing just in and on itself is very tedious and not something that I find enjoyable. But I mean, you know, it's relaxing for some people. Now, this is a doe. Like, at the start of the game, you won't be able to kill this. It's way too much health. Your ranged attacks will not be able to do anything. So I'm not actually going to kill this for leather, because realistically, a new player would not be able to. So while looking around, I noticed that there was an iron pile over here. And you may be thinking, well, hey, Benji, what's going on? Like, as soon as the game starts, you know, as soon as the servers start, everyone's going to be rushing iron down. And I know people are used to, like, games like World of Warcraft, where, like, if you harvest an iron node, it's gone for, like, 30 to 45 minutes. This thing is going to respawn in, like, 3 minutes. I know that's crazy, but the thing is you can't just sit here and camp it either. The way the mechanics work is that if I harvest this, like, it'll respawn for other players, but I won't be able to see it unless I log out and log back in. Something like that. Dude, this big guy with a hammer. Smash the bunny. Oh, man, that would have been so funny. Just take a big old hammer, just crunch the bunny. So, but I mean, these little rabbits, they're not really the best for leather, but you should still get them, because, like, early game, you're going to want the rabbit meat. You're going to... Look at that, level 10 mining. We just started. And there we go, because... It's free hide. We need the raw hide to craft. All right, let me check the map. So I know the next one is about right here. And how much iron do I have now? I have 241. Let's do some math. 224. So it's about 60. I think I might have enough for iron tools already, but just to be safe, we're going to grab one more. Or maybe two more. I mean, it's basically gathering, right? You shouldn't spend, you know, much time in your tier 1 tools, okay? Like, I know players that they will run around in tier 1 tools for hours at a time harvesting, and you're just, you're not doing it efficiently, man. Like, getting iron tools is something you can do right out of the gate, puts you immediately into tier 2. And, because I know a lot of you are going to be gathering, like, we're going to put on some music, we're going to put on some anime, and we're just going to gather for, like, the first month, dude. It's going to be great. This game is, it's got, like, those RuneScape vibes, man. Like, you just run around and you chop trees and you harvest veins, and it's just a lot of fun. Alright, so maybe we should chop a little bit more wood, but I don't know, let's see if I have enough. Like, I'm confident that we have enough iron, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. There's another one right here. And, like I said, you know, if other players have already taken it, well, that's unfortunate, but, like, this whole, like, brown strip here is just filled with iron, so I can run that whole route, and then I could loop back around, come here. Well, I can't go here because there's a corruption. When the servers, you know, first come up, you won't have these corruptions. And by the way, corruptions, they delete all the resources around them, so, like, if you know there's, like, a node here, it's going to be gone until this corruption is cleared. Then it takes a little while to respawn, so, sometimes you just have to skip routes. But I can go up here, there's plenty of iron up here. Alright, so we have 400 iron, that's 40. Actually, that's not quite enough. Because that'd be, what, 40 ingots, I think. Maybe? No, it's 100 ingots, isn't it? Yeah, it's 100 ingots, so we got enough iron. We don't need any more iron. Okay, let's get out of this. You know what? Let's death warp back to town, okay? So, one thing, instead of using your teleporter running all the way back to town, let's just hit these mobs here. I won't be able to survive this. Look at my HP. Yeah, they got me dead, right? So this is the quick way to get back to town. Nearest settlement Everfall. We're just going to respawn. And now we're going to refine our resources. Alright. How long has it been? It's been like 12 minutes. We started in town, and so many new players don't do this. Guys, if you gather, this should be like the first thing that you do. And if you want, you could throw everything in storage and craft it from storage, and that's totally fine. Right? So here is where we're going. We're going first to the Smelter, which is this, I don't know, cone oven-looking thing, and we're just going to use it. And we're going to go to Iron Ingot, and we're just gonna smelt all of them. So there we go. We got 100 iron ingots, which is awesome. All right, and then we're going to run over here, and this is the icon. It's a little sawmill. It's called the wood shop. And we're going to use it, and then we're just going to make all the timber. So 45 timber, that's fine. There we go. There's one more thing we got to do, which it's not over here. It's this little tannery icon. I don't know how to describe it, but it's essentially, it looks like an animal stitched together. I know it's morbid, but we got to go to the tannery, and then we're going to make our rawhide that we got from those, what, 2 wolves and a bunny. And, like I said, this character is kind of more developed, so he's got more options, but you go to coarse leather, because that's what you make rawhide, so we got 17 rawhide there, which I got a bonus, because that's how refining works. When your character gets good at refining, you can get bonus resources. Alright, so now we have the materials, and then finally we're going to go over to this, it looks like a gun. It's like a circle with a gun and an arrow, or a musket and an arrow. Okay, but this is what it looks like. It's this one's actually upgraded, so it's not gonna look this fancy when you do it on a new server when the server's open. It's gonna just look like this little bench here, this little basic bench. But like I said, on the map, it's right here. It's a circle with a gun and an arrow. So you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna go down to gathering tools and iron. This is already unlocked, so you just go to each one. So we're gonna go to iron skinning knife, and we're gonna hit craft. And if you want, you can just straight up equip it by clicking set active tool. I'm just going to continue to craft. And now we're going to do the logging axe, wood chopping axe. And sometimes these can be green quality. So far I have not crafted a green quality one, but we might get one. Iron mining pick, of course. Very important. And then finally, the harvesting sickle. And there we go. That was under 15 minutes, and we're already tier 2 gathering, okay? Then you just equip them. So there we go. So let's compare. Like, the iron harvesting sickle has a 129% gathering speed, whereas the flint one is only 100%. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. 30%. But it really is. Okay, 130% on the mining pick here. 100% on the flint. And then, of course, I have steel. Steel is 258% gathering speed. Iron is 129%, so it's only half. And then, of course, you can just salvage your old tools, get some flint back, and there you go. So that's pretty much how to get started with gathering. You can't use steel tools until about level 18 to 20. But you saw how slow it took for us to chop a tree. But now look, now that we have the big ol' hunkin' actual wood chopping axe, we can knock these down quick. And of course, you know, having steel, you can just kind of immediately skin the rabbit. But yeah, it's a huge improvement. Something you want to do right away. And because we have the sickle, a lot of new players don't have sickles, so they won't be able to harvest the hemp. And this is bugged. I can't harvest that. Yeah, you just harvest everything you see, guys. Alright, so I'm Soul Benji. That's been a gathering starter guide. It's very important that you get iron tools as soon as you can, because it's really going to speed up everything that you do. Instead of using that little tiny pickaxe, now we got the big boy here. We could crush boulders and harvest iron even faster. And then when you get star metal, it's even faster. When you get orichalcum, which is the level 60 equivalent, it's like 600% increased harvesting speed, okay? Like check it out. We harvested that rock really quickly at 130%. Imagine being at 600%. And then also imagine you take your territory standings and you have increased gathering speed. And the more that you level up your gathering, okay? Like, you go to trade skills. Like, at maximum skinning, I get a 154% bonus to skinning speed. So that would be 600 plus 154. And then if I had a really high territory standing level, that would be, like, we're already at, what, 750? This would probably be, like, 50%. You can harvest at 800% speed. Oh, no. Server's going down in an hour. Gotta make more vids. But, yeah, your gathering speed can just be crazy fast. Anyway, I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this useful. Hopefully you found it entertaining. Make sure that you leave a like and a comment. You got to do both. It's a YouTube combo if you do both. It really helps out the channel more than anything. And also, subscribe if you haven't. I try to make daily videos. I can't promise that because, well, I literally have 1 hour to film videos, but come on now, man. Just hit subscribe. I'm going to be playing like 16 to 20 hours a day when this game releases. It's going to be a lot of fun. And any little secrets that I find, I will absolutely tell you guys. I am not the kind of person that like keeps like in-house secrets or anything like that. If I find an exploit or I find something that's really, really good, I will absolutely make a video and share it with you guys. Anyway, I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next one.